people really showed out and voluntarily told us that they rather have Chief Keef do their taxes over somebody that's qualified. Let that sink in. Welcome back, and thanks for chilling with your boy. And today, I would say this week, actually this month, it's not looking like a good month. We just had our US presidential election, and if you don't know what the result was, you're living under a fucking rock. I don't even want to go through it. It pissed me off too. I'm not gonna hold you, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talking about my official run for presidency in 2028, because y'all motherfuckers need a wake-up call, and we need another black brother in the office. I ain't gonna hold you, it's been a little too long, and we had 2 white motherfuckers in the office fucking it up again. I ain't gonna lie, Biden really didn't fuck it up that much. He was just more on a cognitive decline while he was in office, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. My sentiment still stands. So the first thing, I came up with the whole thing, my slogan and everything. Y'all gonna get why my slogan is this in the first place. So my slogan, we knocking out solutions for a better tomorrow. If y'all don't get that shit right off the bat, y'all gonna hear that shit in my policies all the goddamn time. I'm not even gonna hold you. Actually, in the next 30 seconds, you're gonna hear why. The party that I'm representing is the Bloc Party. I'm going independent. Fuck Democrats, fuck Republicans. The 2-party system isn't working. We need a third party in there. We need the Bloc Party. We need to make that shit lit. Not as lit as how Kamala Harris had Megan Thee Stallion shaking her ass on stage. That is not gonna work for us. We are not doing that. We're bringing back the mere politics, my nigga. This shit that we went through this election period was not it. I'm tired of the Note boys. I'm tired of podcasts. But listen, I'm gonna be a president with motion. All presidents have to have some type of motion. Was this one just boundly based on motion and no experience? Yes. So do I feel like I have a great chance of winning? We gonna see. But as me being president, I ain't no pussy. I ain't no bitch. Any threat to the country, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not with wars. I'm not with innocent bloodshed. So what I'm gonna do is, if every time we get a threat, I'm gonna tell them to set it up. We're gonna have a boxing match. Me and the other world leader. We boxing it out in the ring. Don't give a damn. These hands is E for everyone. You not threatening my country, and I ain't gonna be on the front lines doing it, bro. I'm gonna be like Zelensky in this bitch, but with no wars. No wars. Nigga, we gonna take that shit to the ring. Putin, you got a problem with me? You got a problem with my country? You got a problem with me, my nigga? Take that shit to the ring. I'm gonna knock your ass out. All hands. Now, if you want to do nuke threats, if you want to try to pop a nuke or something, we got plenty. So I don't think you want those problems anyway. So you better off having a chance in the ring, my nigga. And with that also, it will be parlays on that bitch. So if y'all don't pick me in that parlay, y'all niggas getting 5 years in jail automatically. I'm sorry. It's gonna be like the draft, not my nigga. Like, how y'all not gonna bet on y'all own president? Y'all niggas is crazy. That's a joke. But I would definitely say we will have this shit on pay-per-view, and everybody that tunes in on pay-per-view, all the proceeds are going towards our GDP and our revenue as a country. So we will bring in endless revenue. China, if y'all got a problem with us, put that shit in the ring. Put your money where your mouth is, my nigga. Cause look, we both, at the end of the day, we both might get some bread from this. But listen, you getting knocked out in front of like billions of hoes. So listen, bro, I don't think y'all want these problems. Now y'all know I'm not a president that be on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I want to take the peaceful route. But then if you want to elevate it further, we could fight, me and you, hand to hand. But if you want to elevate it in further, I'll turn into Obama in this bitch. Just start getting them drones out. I ain't no bitch. Let's be real about that. Now, the very first policy I'm putting in the office, the very hour I get elected into office, a national ban on chitlins. Oh my God. Y'all niggas need to stop eating chitlins. It is slave food, my nigga. It's so... it's so bad. It's so bad, man. It's terrible. And even living in the South, smelling the smell of chitlins on Thanksgiving make my stomach burn, my nigga. That shit makes my insides itch. I hate that shit. That is slave food. My family come from the islands. Most of them do. But I do have family in the South that do eat some chitlins. And the first time I smelled that shit, I wanted to fight. It put an anger in my spirit, and my ancestors was telling me to flip the goddamn table over with everything on it. We are far past chitlins, way far past chitlins. So as I say this, national ban on chitlins. Now, I understand we use pig intestines for everything else, like gelatin, sausages and shit. I definitely would say that's cool. I would definitely say we can still use the byproducts of it for other things, but eating chitlins straight up, no. And your neighbors will be legally obligated to call the cops on you if they smell it out. If they smell it, shit is strong, bro. Nobody want to smell that shit. My next one is National Cookout Day. Now, I know y'all asking, we already have July 4th. We already have Juneteenth. We need more fucking days. Y'all gave us February, the shortest month. And then on top of that, y'all gave us like a day, Juneteenth. Nah, we need National Cookout Day. So I say replace Columbus Day because we don't even use Columbus Day anymore. Make that a holiday to where nobody goes to work and everybody just, you know what I'm saying, have a block party or cookout or some shit. You feel me? Niggas bring the ice. Some niggas bring the soda. Some niggas bring the potato salad. You feel like, and we gonna have a good time playing music and everything. A great day in America will be National Cookout Day. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be looking forward to that day every single year, just like Christmas. Now y'all asking, damn, Cam, it's gonna be a lot of money for all of this shit. It is. So you know what I say? We tax the fuck out of the rich. I'm tired of it. Like, I'm tired of it. We taxing the hell out of the rich, bro. Like, they get so many tax breaks, but we're taxing the fuck out of them. But this is the thing too. We're gonna give them a freedom of choice on what they really want their tax percentage to be in. So like, say they want to put 10% in education and 20% into Medicare or Social Security for everybody. That will be tough, but it will also be a mandated 10% for everything. Not 10. Let's say mandated 7% for everything. And then like you just scale how much you want to put in what, you feel me? But it's always going to be a mandated 7%. And then also with people that are under a certain tax bracket, they're gonna get bigger returns, bro. They need bigger returns. Niggas need to live. Niggas need to live and eat, bro. Niggas need money. If you don't got no money, you're dying in this country. That's just all it is. So we're bringing more money in back into lower and middle class. It ain't gonna be that hard, bro. It's not gonna be as bad as rich niggas think it's gonna be. Like, if I become rich, I know I'm gonna be paying more in taxes because I make more money. You feel me? Like, that's just how shit is. You can't have your cake and eat it too, my nigga. Next thing, what we gonna do is ban and abolish homelessness. We're not gonna do it how California niggas was doing it, where they were just sending them to a whole nother location. No, we're gonna build more housing for niggas, especially in the Midwest, because it's just not shit out there. So we're gonna build more housing for these niggas. The way that the economy is looking and the way niggas be posting ghost jobs and shit, and the way it's kind of hard to find a job for real, we could give them a year and a half to find a job. But if they on that bullshit, they getting kicked the fuck out. So it's gonna be another way of reforming homelessness and giving them a chance to get acclimated back into society. We're not saying we giving them money, we just giving them a place to stay, giving them a place to stay and some food to eat. You feel me? So they get their mind right, because living on the street, I know you lose your damn mind. I see homeless niggas every day. Every single one of them look like they are insane because they are living outside every single day. That shit is stressful. So let them get acclimated back into society. You feel me? Take a hot shower, get some mindfulness, some peacefulness into their life, and then they go back into society with a clear view of vision. Now, if you smoking crack in these houses, then I'm not saying everybody gonna get a high-rise apartment. Shit gonna be looking like Section 80 a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. But y'all got a place to stay. You feel me? I'm just putting it like this. Y'all on that bullshit. Y'all smoking crack inside them spots. We are obligated to kick your ass out because you on that bullshit, bro. You don't want it for real. Like, we trying to get you right, but you on that bullshit. You gotta get out, bro. You gotta leave. We'll give somebody else this opportunity. Now we talking about homelessness. Cam, you forgetting the main issue that everybody have. Healthcare. Free universal healthcare. But like I said, if you're on that bullshit, you getting off of it with the quickness. If I catch a whiff of chitlins in the household, all of y'all niggas is getting out, bro. All of y'all niggas is not getting that universal health care. I'm sorry. My thing is, don't be on that bullshit. That's the whole thing about it. Semi-annually checkups for dental, vision, and health. Like, overall health. You feel me? Like, with a physician. And free testing. We do not need another Gucci third leg epidemic. Just as much as the working class is good for society, hoes is good for society too. I ain't gonna lie. You need one without the other. Everybody can't be wifey. So we can't have nobody out here putting the epidemic on the hoes again. It's fucked up. We can't have that again. Mandatory education. I say this every single video, or mostly every single video. Most of y'all niggas is stupid. So we need mandatory education. And when I mean mandatory, I don't mean K through 12. I mean, you gonna have to leave that bitch with your associate's degree. I ain't gonna hold you. Kindergarten through junior college. You need them 2 years in junior college. If you want to pursue more and do another 2 years and get your bachelor's, that's you. But after you get your associates, go to McDonald's. Go to a construction job. Anywhere. But you got your associates, so it'll be way more easier for you to get a job than just coming straight out of high school. And now we talking about jobs. Damn, Cam, so you're not gonna increase minimum wage? Shut the fuck up. Did I say that? Did I say I wasn't gonna do it? No, man. I'm gonna increase the minimum wage, of course. Nigga, I used to work at Six Flags for $8 an hour. I thought I was making bread for real on the weekends when I see my check and I made $150. I'm like, hell no, they on this bullshit, my nigga. I can't do this. But now, with me, we increasing that bitch. $20 an hour. That should be minimum wage. The minimum amount you need to be living. I feel like $20 an hour is good enough. You can save money off of $20 an hour. Get you a little apartment with your homeboy or some shit. You feel me? Or your homegirl. You feel me? Like, just, you could do shit with $20 an hour. Now, don't be on that bullshit and saying, I don't want my man go 50-50 when y'all both making minimum wage. Let's not be that person, because then I'm gonna tell that nigga, hey, you making 20 an hour now. You ain't obligated to get any raises like that from the company for real. So if they don't want to give you a raise, hey, that's on you, my brother. You either leave her and get somebody that will do 50-50, or you just, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be on that bullshit. And I'm just saying, if we increase minimum wage, everybody is coming out with their associates and getting their education. Shit is gonna be sweet. It's gonna be slight work for everybody. Now we talking about increasing minimum wage. Cam, you forgetting about the teachers. Why the teachers are gonna be only making $20 an hour? No, man, no. Y'all missing the point. Y'all missing the point. Last I said, education is important. So what I'm proposing is teachers is making NBA level contracts, my nigga. That's what I want. I want teachers to make NBA level contracts. They are here to influence the youth and make our youth smarter. So we giving them NBA level contracts. I feel like that's the best thing to do. Now, if you ain't on that, fuck out of the country. Like, if you don't respect the teachers enough to give them, they got to go through bullshit every single day. Yo, I used to work during the pandemic. I used to work with kids from 2nd grade all the way up to 6th grade. They be on bullshit, bro. And it's so stressful to work with them. But I love them to death. I ain't gonna lie. I love those kids to death, bro. Even till this day. But they be on bullshit. I ain't gonna hold you. It was really stressful. I was making like 14 an hour at the time. I thought I was making good money. But now I look back at it. Damn, I was doing a lot of shit for 14 an hour, bro. And I was not making enough. So I feel like teachers should make more. They should make NBA level contracts, my nigga. Like, if you the brawn of teachers, bro. Like, if you that tough, you should get a brawn contract. Now, I'm not saying they should get like brawn money. Brawn money is different than brawn contract. You see an NBA player, right? They base contract would be probably like what? I would say like a mid to high level NBA player. You could say like 55 mil, right? But they also got sponsorships on top of that. Now I'll allow teachers to get sponsorships if that's a thing at the time. But I don't think it's gonna be a thing for us. So I'm just saying they're gonna be straight with the NBA level contracts. You feel me? Because they the most important thing out here. Now we all talking about everybody getting money and all of this shit, but we ain't talking about how we gonna manage the money. You feel me? So this is what we gonna do. Government funded financial advisors. You could still have a private advisor if you want to, but hey, I'm saying these government funded financial advisors, these niggas gonna be on y'all necks to keep y'all money afloat and to keep money in y'all goddamn pockets, man. If you buy a jet ski that you can't afford, niggas gonna call you up and say, hey, my nigga, if this was fraudulent, then all right, bro, cancel your cards. But if you bought that bullshit, take it back right now. Take it back. Like, we need that shit. Cause niggas be buying bullshit all the time. I'm niggas sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you. I be buying bullshit that I don't need sometimes. So I'm just saying, bro, if a nigga call you up and be like, hey bro, this is like your 4th time subscribing to this girl OnlyFans and you ain't making no bread right now. You ain't got no job, my nigga. What the fuck is you doing? Save that money for groceries and shit. They'll be real with you, bro. Somebody need that in their ear. A lot of niggas don't got that in their ear, so they be broke for real, bro. And they need somebody that they can trust. So I'm gonna put them under the same shit that's under like HIPAA. It's only between you and them. Ain't nobody can talk about their financial spendings but you and them. They be like, hey bro, I see you put in like $600 in this girl Cash App. She giving you cooch or what, bro? Cause that's cooch money. You can't be doing this shit, bro. You ain't got the bread like that. You only making 20 an hour, gang, and your rent $2,000. Come on, man. Niggas need that in their ear. I ain't gonna lie. And it's a lot of niggas that will be telling their homeboys what they be doing on the side. So if somebody just looking at your account and seeing, oh yeah, they on that bullshit, these some red flags. and call you up and tell you on that bullshit, you're gonna stop eventually. Now here's another thing. I was with Bernie with this the whole time. Free public college, not private, public college. So if you want to go to a public college for free, that's on you. You can go for free. If it's a public school, it should be free. If it's a private school, you should pay for it, because that's something different from the government. That ain't us. That ain't us. So if you wanna go to the Davidson or Yale or some shit that's private, that's on you gotta eat them charges, because government cheap. We already paying for all of this other shit. We ain't paying for your private school either, nigga. We not doing that. Kudos to you. You got in. If you got in the scholarship, you got in for sure. But we ain't paying for private, bro. We ain't paying for private. Y'all got that shit. Hell no. Now, this is a big one, because I recently just seen this in this election. Restoring rights for incarcerated individuals. Now, I understand incarcerated individuals be on that bullshit, but that doesn't make a right to take their rights away. Morally, for me, I can't do that shit. So I have to put this act in, right? And this shit here is basically restoring their 25th Amendment if they're in private institutions. Because basically, if you in a private institution and a company wants a product made, they could go to private institutions like Intel. If Intel want a chip being made, they could go to a private institution and be like, hey, we could do that and pay our laborers in this incarcerated facility 17 cents an hour. You feel, or $1 an hour. Nigga, you can't do nothing with that. And I understand you got commissary and shit. Like, that's why niggas got to put money on your books. Bruh. Like, I got cousins in the pen that still need money on their books and shit, and nigga, I need money for my books for school, nigga. Like, I can't be, you know what I'm saying? They gotta get their own. So for them to get their own, I ain't saying they gotta make 20 an hour, but shit, they gotta make some type of living. And I'll say, yeah, let them make 20 an hour for sure. I'll say let them make minimum wage under the new minimum wage act, bro. Like, let them make the 20 an hour. Let them get their rights back so they won't be slaves, so they won't have to feel like they have to work. So if a nigga just want to put money on their books and them niggas just chill, that's him. But if he want to work in prison, then because just because you an incarcerated individual, that don't mean all your rights should be taken away at all. Like, that's kind of crazy. And like, we just elected a felon as a president, my nigga. So why not? Like, why the fuck not? Why is that even a problem? Nah, let's just do that. And I'm only saying this too because I seen California had a thing to ban slavery. They didn't even say what for. I read the thing. So they said ban slavery, yes or no. Basic. That was the basic voting thing. Ban slavery, yes or no. 61% said no. And I would say 61% said no just because they could line the pockets and products to be cheaper. I could understand the products being cheaper part, but that's selfish as fuck, my nigga. That's selfish as fuck. We got niggas in the pen that's doing that shit 8 to 10 hours a day. I ain't with that bullshit. Give them niggas their rights back. They was on some bullshit at the time. They was probably young, immature, or they probably fucked up in the head, but that don't mean to take advantage of them. I ain't with that. Hell no. Speaking about incarcerated individuals still, like I said, they was on that bullshit then. They probably don't got no education. So I make it to where they will come out with a degree, with their associate's degree, every single inmate, so they can be acclimated back into society. You feel me? Like, nothing crazy, just the associates, because everybody gonna be highly educated in my society. I ain't gonna lie. In my presidential term, niggas gonna be highly educated, so they gonna need to be acclimated to this highly educated culture, my nigga. They gotta come out with some type of degree. They gotta learn something. Even if it's trade work, they gotta come out with something, bro. Even if it's being a plumber, they gotta come out with something, bro. Now, for niggas to stay out of prison, I propose monthly boxing events. Bi-weekly if we have an insurge of niggas that want to fight. So I would say this: niggas like to beef, and niggas beef in the streets a lot. I was thinking about this and I was like, let's just make a city to where niggas just beef in the streets all the time. But I'm like, no, nah, let's not do that. That's too unethical. So what I propose is, if niggas got beef, they settle that shit in the ring. And I am going to be working hand in hand with the niggas that created street beefs, because they know what the fuck they're doing. I 100% trust them with this. I ain't gonna lie to you. Street beefs will handle all events. Niggas will sign up and say, hey, I got beef with this nigga. Street beefs will send an invite to that nigga saying, hey, this nigga say he got beef with you. Do you want to fight? Yes or no? And all of this will be public information. So if you say no, you're gonna be ratted as a pussy. And I don't think a nigga want to be ratted as a pussy, so you gotta say yes. Niggas will be able able to put parlays, just like on my own fights with other world leaders, they gonna be able to put parlays on that shit, right? And niggas, and all of this will be public information of niggas seeing who put a parlay on what. So if your homeboy put a parlay on the other nigga saying you gonna lose the fight, hey, that's on y'all, my nigga. You gonna have to sign up for the next event in the next 2 weeks, my nigga, with that nigga. You feel me? And with that being said, it's all gonna be pay-per-view, which is gonna go straight to our revenue and our GDP. And this is also gonna create jobs for the economy, my nigga. You feel me? So everything that I said beforehand is gonna get paid for somehow, some way. I ain't saying it's gonna be all paid through taxes. Don't know how the statistical tax plans are going to work, but it's gonna work somehow, some way, because this is gonna be a government event. You feel me? And this government event is gonna be on government channels. It ain't gonna be like the Indian fights and shit that I be seeing online, but they be slapping each other's chests and like throwing each other on the ground and shit. Hell no, it's gonna be American boxing events. We gonna have undercards, the niggas that we don't know that much. We gonna have, you know what I'm saying, the mid cards, and we gonna have the main event, the two niggas that really be beefing for real. Now, I say I ain't a nigga with violence, but hey, sometimes violence is necessary. My last policy: king of the court for political seats. Self-explanatory. Everybody who want a political seat gotta play king of the court. This will get old niggas out of there. This will get niggas who don't know ball out of there. This will get hella niggas out of there for sure, because we need niggas that got that dog in them, and we need niggas that know ball. And most of these niggas in Congress right now don't know fucking ball. I'm gonna keep the judicial system where I could just pick the judges. You feel me? I'm gonna just keep it like that, because I'm gonna need some real niggas by my side, and king of the court ain't really gonna settle that for real. And talking about knowing ball, we're gonna have LeBron James Day. I don't know what day it is. It's probably gonna be his birthday, but we're gonna have LeBron James Day where everybody cosplay as LeBron James. Ain't no racist shit, no blackface, but everybody gonna have the beard, and everybody gonna have the 23 jersey or an iconic fit that LeBron James wore. Me, y'all already know, I'm rocking the 2-piece suit with the shorts. That shit was tough. That shit was hard. So LeBron James Day, that's on me, bro. I'm putting that in there, and ain't nobody refusing that, because we need LeBron James Day. He's an American hero. Who wouldn't want LeBron James Day, my nigga? He's an anomaly. Nigga 40 years old, still out there hooping. You seen what he did for Team USA? Come on, my nigga. Nigga's a national treasure. We need to have LeBron James Day. Ain't no dick riding. I don't want to see no comments saying I'm blowing bubbles on it, because y'all know that nigga LeBron James is it, bro. Love him or hate him, that nigga know ball and he can hoop. But that is my policies. For the niggas in the back that just don't know the no-brainers, like women's rights, of course, bro. Like, I want my women to be happy. I love women. Anything they want, they get. Ain't no nose. Ain't no nose on that. Y'all want abortion? Y'all got it. I'm sorry. Like, y'all got that. You feel me? Y'all want equal and fair pay? Y'all got that. Y'all got equal and fair pay. All playing fields. Y'all got that. You feel me? We got to do shit for our women, man. They help the country grow stronger and stronger. They the ones bringing niggas in the country every single time. And I don't mean bringing niggas in the country like from other countries. I mean literally physically birthing niggas in the country. So we need women. We need them. Anything they want, they got it, bro. If it's ethical and morally standing, they got it. Now I could give a little pushback, but hey, I ain't saying give a little give and take, but you know what I'm saying? Mostly they got what they need, bro. I'll give them everything that they need, man. That's just all the policies that I'll implement. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like if I ran the country, it's gonna be ran right, and niggas ain't gonna be on that bullshit. Niggas gonna stop acting like bitches, and women, they're gonna be alright. We gonna take care of the women for sure. That's all they want. They just want to be taken care of, bro. We gonna take care of them. We gonna be sure they alright. Like I said, man. In conclusion, though, on some real shit, yes, this election was fucked up, but we have to remember that people made their choice. I'm not saying that it was a right choice, but the people made their choice. I understand the outrage. You have to remember, everybody doesn't learn by listening. Everybody has to learn in some type of way, whether it's by seeing, by actually being in it, like hands-on. And also I want to add, the niggas that say that this election shit don't matter and you still got to go to work at the end of the day, just think about the Reagan era. Think about all the niggas that said that during the Reagan era. This shit don't matter. We're gonna have to go to work at the end of the day. We're still suffering from Ronald Reagan policies and shit till this day. Remember, it could be bad today, but the 4 years will fly by and we could get somebody way better at the end of the day. But yeah, I'm not saying it's not bad to be outraged. It's okay to be outraged, but don't add any more hate into this world that already been said. That's all it is. And I'm gonna talk to you guys. Peace out.